The Satella is Emilia theory makes no sense to me at all, so I'm gonna yap about it. But first, an introduction. Hey, I'm Biko2160. I make rezero posts on TikTok and stream on Twitch. Links to both will be in the description, so feel free to check them out if you're interested. Now, back to the video. Now why the Satella is Emilia theory makes no sense to me. To be honest, can't be asked, so I won't be using quotes from rezero. Instead, I'll say my opinions commonly known as straight facts and explain my reasoning. Satella and Emilia are separate beings. First off, Satella and Emilia exist at the same time, which immediately rules out the idea that Emilia is Satella's reincarnation or something similar. There's no evidence in the story that supports this connection other than their physical resemblance. And honestly, that resemblance is the whole point. Emilia's silver hair and half-elf appearance directly tie into the discrimination and hatred she faces. It's a big part of her character. She is despised because she looks like the Witch of Envy, and this has shaped her experiences and relationships throughout the series. It's basically a form of racism towards silver-haired half-elves. We see this clearly at the very beginning of the series when Subaru calls Emilia Satella. Her immediate reaction is shock and anger. To her, being called by the direct name of the Witch of Envy is an insult. It's like the N-word for black people. Even the people around them were horrified when Subaru said it. They didn't just see a random misunderstanding, they saw someone openly calling a half-elf by the name of the most feared being. That's a big deal. This is why I believe Tappei Nagatsuki wouldn't make Emilia and Satella the same person. Doing so would essentially confirm the fears and hatred that the world directs toward Emilia. It would justify all the discrimination, insults, and abuse she has endured. That doesn't fit with the themes of the story or Emilia's character arc. Her struggle against oppression and prejudice is a fundamental part of her growth. It's similar to Halibel because of his as a wolf human. Familiarity also doesn't same person. Another argument people use for the Satella is Emilia theory is the supposed familiarity between them. But familiarity doesn't mean they're the same person. There are plenty of explanations for why Satella and Emilia might seem connected. One possibility is that they share some deeper historical link. For example, we know that the elves and powerful figures like Flugel the Sage and Guza Arkbisop worked together as seen in Emilia's past. It's not a stretch to think that Emilia might have some indirect ties to Satella, but that's not the same as them being the same person. Satella is not Emilia's mother. Some people try to argue that Satella might be Emilia's mother. This theory is also debunked by the story itself. In Season 2, we get told by Fortuna that Emilia's human side comes from her mother. She says this, "Dear brother, I'm sorry I let you down. I couldn't do any of the things you wanted and told me to do. I know your wife will be so angry." From this, we know that Emilia's mother was a human woman, not Satella or an elf at all. If Emilia is a half-elf, her human traits had to come from her mom, and the story confirms this source as her human mother. I think it's safe to say that Emilia is not fact Satella. Doing so would contradict the themes and character development Emilia has in the series so far. That's it for the video. If you could understand what I said, why not like and subscribe. The game is which is resurrection. With that, CYAV.